At this stage in your life, you need to increase your self-worth. Listen up, a real man makes all the difference in the world. And this is the type of man that can attract any lady. Women can be extremely fussy when it comes to romantic relationships, and this is certainly not surprising. They are very clear about the qualities they look for in a man. So, if you fall short on just one of these, you might be stranded in a world of difficulty. In this video, we will reveal some of the qualities of masculinity that will make you irresistible and help you attract women. Number 1. Be a great leader. There is a ton of advice on how to be irresistible to women, and what most of it overlooks is the fact that intimacy is an emotional experience rather than a social or physical one. Most men tend to go to the gym to look more attractive to a woman. While that is necessary, it is one of the greatest importance to improve your mental and critical thinking skills. Today, there are so many men who don't know what it takes to be a man. Instead of doing something that will provide long-term enjoyment and significance, men would prefer to spend their time online with other men who share their interests or watching porn. For this reason, a lot of guys are currently obsessed with advice on how to seduce women. You see, masculinity is not just about physical strength, it is about your charisma and the strength of your character. Women want to have a leader to identify with. Women want the man they spend the rest of their lives with to be someone they can trust. Number 2. Be confident. It's not always about pickup lines or wearing specific outfits. You need to showcase the confident guy that is inside of yourself. A confident guy will show that he is in control and that he is aware of his values, goals, and dissatisfactions. A man who has self-confidence will not be readily swayed by others. A confident man makes women feel safe and secure. You don't have to be loud in order to be noticed. As a man, you need to be determined and develop a strong sense of self-awareness. Confidence is one quality that consistently ranks near the top of lists of what women find attractive. Women are more attracted to guys who are self-assured about who they are, what they have to offer, and what they are capable of. As a man, you will have to take on a lot of uncertain tasks. People don't realize that courage isn't simply the absence of fear, which is the problem. A brave person is not someone who has no fear. He is actually a man who is conscious of his fears and has developed the ability to overcome them. And the reason this is so important is because a man must act in order to develop. Stop for a second and take note of this. You won't ever face life's realities or experience personal development if you are constantly terrified of the unknown and let your fear stop you. Taking zero risks will never result in anything spectacular. Number 3. Make her laugh. Women are typically more drawn to men who can make them laugh. Funny men are more attractive than men who are merely handsome. However, there is a difference between being funny and being the object of laughter. It is a very thin line that most guys unknowingly cross while trying to impress a woman. Being funny comes natural to some, while for others it takes some practice. It takes being able to read a person and pinpointing what sense of humor might be so that the jokes you crack won't ever come off as offensive or off-putting. Unfortunately, sometimes guys try too hard to be funny, and it is very obvious. They make inappropriate jokes at awkward moments to impress a woman, and they end up being the joke. At this point, you might as well say goodbye to your chances with the woman. When executed properly, you become more appealing to women. Number 4. Display good manners. What could possibly be worse than spending time with someone who has a bad demeanor? Displaying good manners is a cardinal rule of treating women nicely, but a lot of people just don't take etiquette seriously. The ability to say please and thank you is not necessarily what ladies find attractive. However, she will stop and be turned off if you use harsh language or an aggressive tone while talking to her. Whether it's your first or 500th chat with a woman, being nice will always work in your favor. Pull out her chair before sitting. Be a gentleman and open the door when heading out. Instead of focusing on her body, you can look at her face. Number 5. Communicate. Although the idea is simple, getting women to listen to you is far from easy. There is no doubt that women speak more than men do. So you need to listen more than you speak. They want you to listen because they have a natural tendency to express their emotions and ideas through speech. They frequently talk more, use more words, and communicate in deeper, more sincere ways. So you should know that men who actively listen are more appealing to women, and women want a man who can carry a meaningful conversation with them. Even if you don't talk as much as she does, what you say must be important. Put some thought into your words, pause before you speak, and pay attention to what they say, so you can respond with something worthwhile. There should be value in what you say. Make sure your words have purpose before saying them. You do not have to be a philosopher, but you must be careful how you choose your words. It is difficult for every relationship to master communication. Communicating with women is the best approach to discovering what they need. Number 6. Invest in yourself. You must develop the ability to invest in yourself if you want to learn how to be that man. It might be a difficult road, particularly if you tend to always express your wants. In other words, you need to invest in yourself if you are constantly looking for others to fulfill your needs and wants. You are genetically predisposed to survive on your own as a guy. Unfortunately, a lot of males don't realize what they are capable of on their own because they spend so much time trying to find that one person who will complete them. Know this for a fact: a lady can tell if you are not invested in yourself. She is aware that with that man, her job will always be to make up for his flaws, because her needs can be swiftly surpassed by yours. That is not a role that the majority of emotionally stable ladies wish to play. Number 7. Work on your physical appearance. Your physical appearance greatly influences how others see you and is a crucial part of being irresistible. You must make a good first impression if you want ladies to pay attention to you. Women often base their opinions of a man on how he presents himself. If you want to attract a classy woman, then you must dress accordingly. Look, the truth is that you cannot change your genetics. So, it is pointless to be preoccupied with your average height or inability to grow a full beard. Instead of obsessing over the part of yourself you cannot control, start focusing on the part you can change. It could be your appearance or level of fitness. You don't always have to be the best dressed man in the room to make a good impression. At the very least, try to maintain a good appearance and always smell nice. In the long run, this will help you feel more confident and increase your attractiveness. Conclusion: attracting women might seem tough. However, using the tips provided in this video, you'll be able to increase your chances of getting your dream woman. Also, aside from attracting women, which is the goal. Applying these tips will improve your life as a man and boost your self-confidence. Make sure you try out this life-changing advice. Be the best you can be.